It was a few months before my wedding, after a week of long, hard shifts, long hours. My fiance and I got together at home. I was exhausted. She was not. She did not work as many hours. And we sat down to enjoy a movie together. I fell asleep. I don't normally fall asleep in front of movies, but that's how tired I was. She started to talk to me, and I said something in the lines of, "Can't talk right now, I've got a bunch of customers and stuff to deal with." And then she started laughing and said, "What customers?" I woke up to the sound of her laughing at me, and I went into an old story of mine from a past of verbal abuse. And I went into a story, and I went in and I started saying stuff like, "Don't make fun of me. Don't laugh at me. You're just a bully." And she said, "I'm not. I was just funny," and I laughed. I was like, stop doing that. Stop making fun of me." And I went into my personal little office, and I sat down trying to resolve my emotions. And I looked at this book I've now finished, and a book I highly recommend to all interested. It's called Rising Strong by Berne Brown. And I was reflecting on a chapter I read about stories we make up, shame stories. And it has a great quote that I love, because it was exactly what was happening. The most dangerous stories we make up are the narratives that diminish our inherent worthiness. We must reclaim the truth about our lovability and divinity. After I reflected on that chapter, my fiance came in, and I told her the story I made up was that you're only with me because I do these silly and stupid remarks, and that you like to be entertained by them. And she said, I just thought it was funny, and I laughed. And I make up stories like that too. But just a week later, at work, a promotion she was trying to get for months. And they kept saying stuff like, "Well, wait a little bit, wait till this happens, wait till this happens." And she told me on the phone, I think they're just pushing me on. They're not really gonna give it to me. They don't think I can do it. I can't do it. I'm not capable. And I said, that's just a story. We don't know any of that. We don't know any reason. In fact, I trust your boss, and I think that when he's able to do the things that he said he can do, when these things happen, I believe it will happen. And the promotion did happen. She did get the new job she was trying to get. A few weeks before our wedding, my mom had noticed something I tried to tell her about, tried to explain the reasoning before. She had noticed her name wasn't mentioned in the invite, and she called me up in tears, left a message in tears, because her mind went to that I hated her, that she wasn't worthy, and that she was this horrible mother that I didn't like, because, and the proof was that her name wasn't in my wedding invite. I had explained to her the reason, and that none of my parents got mentioned, and tried to reassure her that that wasn't so. I do in fact love her. She did give birth to me. I do love her, and I also wanted to mention that Dale Carnegie said in his great book, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living, before you worry, get the facts. Again, speaking to this, these are the most dangerous stories because we go into the shame, we do stuff that doesn't support ourselves. And we do need to believe that we are worthy. The first principle of my religion, a belief that is sacred to me, is that we believe and affirm the inherent worth and dignity of all people. I haven't always given that to myself and couldn't give it to other people, but I need to reclaim, and I do believe in this truth. We are all worthy. We are all lovable. We are all good enough.